Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am your instructor Pramod, and today I came here with a new video, and our today's topic is transformation of sentences. So in this video I would like to talk about how we can change a simple sentence that starts with being or verb ing or having into a complex and compound sentence. Well, if your sentence starts with being or verb ing form or having, so this term is grammatically known as participle phrase. And we all know that in English there are two types of verb, finite verbs and non-finite verbs. So participle belongs to the non-finite category. And participles are also three types. Number one, present participle. Number two, past participle. And number three, perfect participle. So here I am talking about present participle. Well, how can you recognize a present participle? Well, if you got an ing form of your verb, but that word is acting like an adjective, or that word is describing about a noun or a situation, that is not actually a verb, that is a participle. And how we can change this into complex sentence, here I am going to tell you that trick. Well, you know that in a complex sentence we need two clauses. One will be principal clause and another will be subordinate clause. And we will join this principal clause and subordinate clause with a clause marker. And these clause markers are the only way that which simple sentence will take which clause marker and how you can change or turn them into complex sentences. So if you can remember the clause markers, it will be very easy for you to change them. So let's go to the sentence. So the sentence is, being sick, he could not attend the meeting. Being sick, he could not attend the meeting. So in this sentence, he is the subject, could not attend, this is the verb. So at the beginning of the sentence, we used being sick, this part is my non-finite verb, because being, the word being is the participle form of am, is, are, was, were, or more specifically saying the to be verbs. Okay? So our target is to convert this non-finite verb into a finite verb. So obviously the finite form of being is am, is, are, or was, were, depending on the tense. How can you recognize the tense? Remember one thing, that the main verb or the finite verb will guide us to understand the tense of the sentence. Well, look at the structure. Here, could not attend. This is my finite verb, and could, C-O-U-L-D, could, is the past form of the modal auxiliary verb can. So can got the past form could, so we can consider this sentence belongs to past tense, and that is the reason here we need to select our to be verb from was or were, and it will depend on your subject. As he is my subject, so obviously we need to use was over here. Well, for a subordinating clause, we need a subject and we need a finite verb. So we are sure that the finite verb will be was, were. Then what will be my subject? Well, being sick and not attending the meeting, these two activities are mentioning one person, and that person is this pronoun he. So for both the clauses, my subject will be he. So here I will use the clause marker first. So for participle phrase, we will use since, as or because as our clause marker, and this clause marker always sits at the beginning of the subordinating clause. So we will start with our subordinate clause, and my clause marker will be since, and then subject he. Since he, and after that I will convert this non-finite verb being into a finite verb was, because if we go through the subject verb agreement, we know that for third person singular subject we need was. Since he was sick. So this section is my subordinate clause. Okay, and now what will be my main clause or principal clause? Well, if you watched my earlier videos, I told you that the rest of the part that having subject and the main verb is my principal clause. So from he up to the ending of the sentence, this will be my principal clause, and I will join this with a comma. Just copy and paste it. He could not attend the meeting. So since he was sick, he could not attend the meeting. Since he was sick, he could not attend the meeting. And now we will make it a compound sentence. So what is a compound sentence? A compound sentence is a combination of several principal clauses and which we connect with coordinating conjunctions. So here for the complex sentence we used since as our clause marker, but we know that for a compound sentence we cannot use conjunctions like since or as or because as our clause marker, because they belongs to subordinating conjunction group. So we need to select something from coordinating conjunction group, and this coordinating conjunction groups belongs to and, but, or, not, yet. So here the trick is very simple. So we got the subordinate clause since he was sick, and we will take this part he was sick from the subordinate clause, and this will be my another principal clause, because there is no subordinating conjunction. He was sick, he is the subject, was is the finite verb, and the extension is sick. So subject and finite verb. If you have subject and finite verb, that is a clause. So he was sick, he could not attend the meeting. This is my another principal clause, and I will join it with and. He was sick and he could not attend the meeting. So I do not need to repeat it, because for both the clauses I got the same subject he, and that is why I can leave or eliminate this he for the second time, and I just continue from my verb could not attend the meeting. He was sick and could not attend the meeting. He was sick and could not attend the meeting. So in this way, if your simple sentence starts with any participle phrase or being or verb ing or having, you can change them or turn them into complex like this method. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Till then, take care and goodbye.